Big Daddy Boomer now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
Leading off for the Tigers,
James Loney is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Batista. He gets to it and makes the catch for the stepping in, Nick Castellanos. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Alfred Broussard gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Gaddis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the top. Ian Kinsler digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And there's a swing and a miss as Kinsler's down quickly now, 0-2. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. Miguel Cabrera will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hit to short. To his right, Tulowitzki. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The shortstop, number 1.
Striding into the box, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Where's it 1 here?
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. This game remains tied at 6. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Ernest Rivas will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
And you can tell by the way these guys are swinging. They're just not picking the ball up very well. A lot of late swings. Pitchers are getting on these guys quick.
Too high. 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Hey,
swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out.
The catcher, number 39.
Ready now, Jared Saltalamacchia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey, 2 away now.
So 2-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. We're still tied 6-6. James Loney steps home side, started here in the 10th.
Designated hitter, James Loney.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And he misses with it. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, nobody away.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul.
Foul ball.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Nick Castellanos is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. And that misses inside. 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And that fastball's too much for him. They're 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Justin Upton will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Ball that's outside.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, we got 2.
Skied into straightaway right. Bautista has it in his tracks. And that retires the side. Ian Kinsler brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway. And that's taken for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now he's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1 now.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
This one's flared toward left center. Calling for it, Gaddis. 1 down. Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, it looks like this might possibly be the last opportunity that he gets to have that hitting streak extended. This is going to be a big at-bat.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Wow. You know, neither team really seems to want to take command of this ballgame. I mean, this is ripe for the picking. Yet guys are just not coming up with good at-bats right now.
Jose Iglesias is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box.
Hey, 2 away now, 2 away.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, from 94, he dials this one back to 79, and he gets him a swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our Player of the Game.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 8-7. Good night from Detroit.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 7 runs on 17 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Comerica Park, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.
Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series. Jacoby Ellsbury comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And that's in there for strike 1. EK, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And it hasn't been a particularly good start to the road trip either. In fact, it was terrible as they were swept in the first series of this road trip. They've got to put that behind them and play a little more inspired baseball as they get into this one.
Pilar is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
Batting third.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got him.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go on to the top of it. Greg Bird strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Greg Bird.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
Right here, nobody.
Here we go.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Brian McCann will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Knuckleball, and this one dances in and just about conks him. I gotta believe if you're gonna get hit, that's the pitch you want it to come on.
Yeah, it's easier to get on base that way than it is to try and hit that thing.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Starlin Castro will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Chase Headley will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign.
Headley.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Tulowitzki is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Batting 8. Right fielder.
Travis Snyder will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
68 miles an hour. I mean, that's barely the speed limit. You don't see pitches that slow too often.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop.
Into the windup and the pitch. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jacoby Ellsbury is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tulowitzki from shallow center. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Yeah, just a little chopper right here, but with this guy's speed, there's nothing routine about this play. And he's able to get rid of it quickly to get his man.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Gaddis moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Edwin Encarnacion stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Greg Bird will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Striding into the box, Brian McCann. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Second baseman
Starlin Castro digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Ball that's outside.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gaddis over to his right. Ball. And that's the 3rd out.
Hey, no outs now.
Chase Headley will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Here we go now.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it and taken it out there for the first out.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
now batting.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Donaldson bare hands it. He's got him.
Oh, what a play.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Scope is there for it.
I got it. Ball.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder
Larry Lemon will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Edwin Encarnacion will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The perfection continues. 21 straight. Greg Bird will stand in for the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Starlin Castro will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from right here in the Big Apple. Chase Headley will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, you know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2. Travis Snyder will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Here's the first pitch to him. Didi Gregorius stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Come on, guys.
Hey, now.
And he misses with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
That is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else could you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, I'll say he's a pretty good candidate. All you have to do is look at the line.